Hello everyone, this is Krishna and welcome back to my channel. In this video we are going to see how to create a custom accordion from scratch without using any third-party library. So for this I have taken some sample data. So these are the titles, and inside this we will be getting the description once user clicks on this. So you can get this data either from the API, or you can place some static data or static JSON and you can render that. And you can see here this is the expand all button and this is collapse all. Once user clicks on this, all these sections will be expanded, and if user clicks on this collapse all this will be collapsed. So let us see. First we will see, you can see here, and if user clicks on this, this will be expanded, and if user clicks on this, this will become plus and this is minus. So in this way we can show the difference to the user. And if we click on expand all this will be expanded, and if we click on collapse all this will be collapsed. So this is one of the common functionality in many of our projects. So let us see how to do that practically. For this I have created a project called React app, where I am going to create an accordion folder which consists of the accordion child sections, and this is the app.js where we will be sending the data to this accordion. So first I have removed all the unnecessary code. Now I am going to take some sample data. So for this constant data equal to, this is an array which consists of different objects, and each of these objects consists of a title. So the first title is section 1, and here the description contains some data. I will copy and paste the description later. And the second one is title is section 2, and the description title section 3, and this consists of description. I have copied some description and I am going to paste here for this 3 description properties. So let us save this. So actually we have to install some code formatter. I have deleted this so you are not able to see the formatting. So you can install Prettier or the similar code formatters. So the next one we are going to see is, I am going to take some braces, and inside this I am going to map this data, accordion or something ACC, and here I am going to take a child component. So before that, let us create the child component in this source folder. So this is our child component folder, which consists of accordion file called accordion.js, and another one is accordion CSS, where we can write all our styles. Let us save this, and inside this I am going to import the accordion file CSS, accordion.css, and I am going to create, you can use React snippets as well. I am writing this manually, const accordion equal to, by using this arrow function syntax I am going to create this accordion. So this will return some accordion text. So we will change this further. Export this default accordion. So let us save this. Now I am going to use this accordion in my app.js. So we should be able to get some intelligence here. Yeah, we have got this, and let us save this. Now I am going to import accordion CSS, or you can write this app styles in app.css, but I am writing that in accordion file slash accordion slash accordion.css. So in this way we can import this accordion CSS file inside our app.js. Now let us save this and check whether we are able to get this accordion text 3 times or not. Let us refresh this. Yeah, we are able to get this accordion text multiple times. Now we will write some more code in this. So let us go to accordion child component, and inside this I am going to take 2 divs. One is for the title and another is for the description, and this is the main div. Which will take some props. So in order to send this title and description, I am going to take title equal to accordion dot title and description equal to accordion dot description. Now I am going to this accordion.js, where we will be getting this title and description as props to this child component. Now I am going to open this curly braces and props dot title, and here it will be props dot description. So you can see here we have changed all the code. Now let us save this and check whether we are able to get the data from our app component to our accordion component. So if we refresh this, so you can see here we have got these sections and all the description, but we have to make some styles here. So I am going to apply some styles to this. First we will apply these styles directly here. After this we will paste this in our component files. So to this div I am going to apply a style called maximum width as somewhat 600 pixels and margin as a 2 rem auto. So let us save this. Now I am going to copy this and paste it in my CSS file. So I am going to create some class name here called accordion main. And inside accordion CSS I am going to paste this. So we should be able to see this once we refresh our application. So we have got this. Now we have to apply our styles to this section. So before this, we have to see some plus or minus symbol. So once user clicks on this, we should be able to show or hide this. So for this, I am going to accordion.js file, and inside this I am going to create two divs. One is for the title and another is for symbols or icons. You can place different icons here. So to show that plus or minus, we have to place some condition. So for this, I am going to create some local variable is true and set is true equal to, by using use state, I am going to create this. It will take initial value as false. So once user clicks on this title, we have to change this is true. So based on this is true condition, I am going to show plus or minus icons to the user. So once user clicks on this title, I am going to call an event called handle show hide. So I am going to create this event here or function by using arrow function syntax. Inside this, I am going to place set is true of not is true. Let us save this and check whether we are able to get this or not. So we have to place this condition here as well in order to show or hide the description. If is true is true, we are going to show this, and if it is false, we are going to hide this. Now we should be able to get that. So it's showing that use state is not defined. So in order to use use state, we have to import that from our React. Import use state from React. Now let us save this and head back to our browser. Is true is not defined. Line 13 is true is not defined. Okay, sorry. So let us refresh this again. So you can see here we have got these sections and the symbols. So once user clicks on this, we will be able to see the chain in the icon, and we are able to see the description. And once user clicks on this again, we will be able to see the chain in the icon, and the description will be hidden now. Now we will apply these styles to this title and description. So for this, I am opening my console where I can add the styles. I will add these styles to this section. I am going to display it as flex, and the flex direction will be row, and in order to show some distance between this section and the icon, I am going to add another style called justify content as the space between. If you place it as space around, you will be getting the spacing between the two sides of the section, and we have to place this as space between. Now I am going to add a cursor as pointer. You can see here it will be changed once we place our cursor on this section. And the next one is background color. I am going to add some background color to this. It is 21 AECA. And to show the difference, I am going to add some color as white, and fonts weight as bold, and padding will be something like 2%, and I will add some border to this. That's it. Let us save let us copy this and paste it in our application. Here I am going to create a class name called title, and I am going to paste these styles in our CSS file. Now I am going to the browser, and I will add some styles to this description as well, so you will be able to see the changes to this. Now I am going to add the styles to the description. So this is the description part. Here I am going to add some different background color to show the difference. It will be somewhat like two, and I am going to add some color as white, font weight as bold, and padding will be same as title, 2%. So I am going to copy this and paste it in my CSS file. So description, I will create this description class name. In my JS file, I am going to paste here. So let us save this and check whether we are able to get this or not in our browser. So it got compiled successfully. So let us head back to our browser and refresh this. So it should be applied to all the description. So we should be able to get the styles to all the description. So in this way we can render the accordions without any third-party libraries. Now we will see another one, the expand all and collapse all buttons. For this I am going to this app.js and create two buttons. inside a div. So this is for expand all, and this button is for collapse all. So let us save this. Now I will apply this some styles to this expand all and collapse all buttons. Let us inspect this. And to this div, I am going to apply some styles called display flex and justify. Content will be space between. So let us copy this. I think display flex is not required. Okay, it's required. So let us save this. Let us copy and paste it in our application. Class name equal to somewhat called buttons. Inside accordion.css, I am going to create buttons and paste this here. Now I am going to app.js, and here I am going to create is true and set is true equal to use state of initially it will be false. This is because we can once user clicks on this expand all, I am going to send is true as true to this props, and once user clicks on collapse all, I am going to send it as false, and this props will go to this accordion, and inside this I am going to change this false, and I will place it as props dot is true. So before this I am going to app.js, and here I will create some is true equal to is true. So this is coming from this use state, and once user clicks on this expand all, on click event will be fired, and set is true will be set as true, and if user clicks on this collapse all, an event will be fired where I am going to place it as false. So this will become false, and it will be changed here, and this value will be sent as a prop to this child accordion. Inside this accordion I am going to remove this false and place it as props dot is true. Let us save this, and let us head back to our browser and check whether it's working or not. Use state is not defined. So here in the app.js, in order to use use state, I have to import it from React. Let us save this and head back to our browser. So it should get removed. So there is some issue, too many renders. So it is telling that there are too many re-renders. So the problem is we have created a button, but have forgot to place this. So once user clicks on this button, only then this particular function will be called. Otherwise, if you have not placed this, it will be called multiple times continuously. So now let us save this, and you will be able to get two buttons. And so you can see here this is not working, because once we get this props as true to this accordion, it can be either false or true. So in order to re-render this particular child component, we have to use effect. Inside this use effect, I am going to set is true as props dot is true. So this use effect will not be calling continuously. It will be called only when there is change in this props. So initially it will be false, and once user click on expand all, it will be expanded. If user clicks on collapse all, it will be collapsed. Let us save this and head back to our browser and refresh the browser. So you can see here, once user clicks on expand all the accordion sections will be expanded, and if user clicks on collapse all this will be collapsed, and we can change particular section as well. So in this way we can create the accordion and its section dynamically without using any third-party library in React. So if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.